It's Christmas! And we're back on the road again! There you go. Still got it.
He has still got it.
What are you doing? Waiting for you. You've told me to come down.
They've got their own tables inside, Danny. You don't always have to sit outside.
Let's go, pal. Come on.
Oh. I actually think this is the first time I've seen you eating indoors.
Yes. Well, for now.
Feels like a real treat. You look cold out there.
I know, it's freezing this time of year.
Hey, so listen, Danny, happy Christmas.
Thank you.
This is nice, isn't it?
Beautiful. Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Christmas tree. It's better than mine.
Well, you're like our queen, like the Queen's speech. This is going out on Christmas Day.
Right.
So this is like our happy Christmas to everyone.
Well, Merry Christmas.
There you guys.
Oh, here we go. Look at these.
Got Jersey oysters with Fidita granita.
Thank you, Joe.
And I have a burnt butter old fashions and a Negroni.
You don't have to drink it if you don't want to, Danny.
Do you know what?
Negroni, I love a Negroni. Thanks, man.
I'll have a little sniff and a little wet of it, see if it's all right.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas. Oh, that's a good Negroni, though.
Oh, mate.
Are you a cocktail man, Danny?
I don't drink much. I like a bottle of wine sometimes when I have a meal at a special occasion.
Red or white?
Red. And I like it chilled as well. Then sometimes when I just like have a little taste of things like that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. You know, when I was younger, I'd have a few drinks, but as I've got older, I just prefer juice, glass of water, something like that.
It's nicer not to wake up in the morning with a hangover, isn't it?
I'll be the designated driver.
Yeah, all right, sound. And everyone needs a mate like you then
Yes,
to go out.
yes. I have a lot at Christmas time, believe it or not.
Let's ask Danny to come out. Oh, a fan of oysters?
Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest now. I think I've only ever had 2 oysters in my life.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's when I was doing it on Rate My Takeaway. And I do remember one of them going in and coming straight back out, so watch yourself.
Am I really meant to eat this now after he's just said that?
No,
it's going to projectile vom.
You never know, do you? It's Christmas. This could be the gift that keeps giving.
Well, do you know
People
what?
could just clip this now and like, if this lands on your face.
Imagine the views.
So do we keep all this in?
Have a cheers on that. Yeah, just get it all down you, man.
Straight? Is it straight down swallowed, isn't it?
Look, chew it.
Chew it.
Chew it, baby.
I thought you were supposed to swallow them.
No, well.
Oh, here we go.
You've been going out with the wrong people. Rate my oyster.
That's a lot better than the ones I had before. There's a bit of chilli in there or something.
There's a bit of spice in there, yeah, it's coming through, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're not my go-to dish, but I will say that, because the ones I had one from a fish and chip shop, like a restaurant, and they fetched me one out, and I kept that one in. Was nowhere near as tasty as that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's got a nice burn to the back of my throat now, with that spice in there. And the other one was on Scarborough Seafront, and that's the one that went flying.
So you said that these aren't your go-to, but what is your go-to? Because when we see you eating, Danny, it's often big fry-ups, burgers. It's your classic takeaways. But what's your?
Not them.
Not them.
No.
What's your thing then, man?
So do you know what? I'll be honest. I've always loved a takeaway. I love a good kebab with a nice thin, soft naan bread. But my favourite meal is a roast dinner. I love a roast dinner, and I think, you know, in my previous job, working in a butcher's, it was so good because I could grab a pork loin, take it home. I used to, you know, I wouldn't be having no ribeye steaks. I'd take a full ribeye joint home and roast it off. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like my lad at 4-year-old, what do you want for your tea? Sirloin steak, Dad. You know, at 4-year-old.
Yeah, I bet you bloody
shouting do. Because I was lucky enough to be able to get that.
Are you a cook then? Do you cook at home?
So I used to cook quite a lot, but now with my wife now, Sophie, she tends to do most of the cooking, and it's weird because she's a vegan.
No way.
Yeah, and I actually met her at the butcher's. She come to interview me.
Did she? What does she do?
So she's a journalist. She works for Yorkshire Post. So she come out to interview me, and you know, what we're 3 years down the line, and we're married. We've got a child together, and
all off the back of an interview.
Yeah, back in well,
I better be careful. I better be very careful.
But yeah, so and she'll do the cooking. But on Christmas Day, it will be me that'll do the cooking.
Oh really? Do you insist on that?
I love to do Christmas dinner. I'll go down to butchers, because I'm obviously working in the butchers. I'm a massive advocate for shopping at your local butchers, your greengrocer, that type of thing. Obviously we see adverts of vegetables being sold at 4p a bag and all this, but they're not going to be as good as if you go down to your greengrocer and get those big cauliflowers and broccolis at the size of your head and all that kind of stuff. Get all that, go to your butcher, get your meat, get yourself a nice pork pie, a few bits of cheese, you know, and I'll be cooking all that, filling the table up.
How do you make a difference between a Sunday dinner and then the Christmas dinner? Because it's basically the same thing, isn't it? But one's elevated. What's the difference in yours?
This is where I'll get in trouble. I'll have loads of people messaging me now saying, "Are you really going to have that much?" But I'll go for turkey, I'll have a rib of beef, I'll have pork loin, I'll have a leg of lamb.
What?
Yeah.
4 meats?
And I'll have some duck breast as well.
5 meats?
Yeah. And also, the night before, I would have roasted off a nice piece of gammon.
6
in a
meats?
bit of honey. Yes.
Danny.
So I'll have 6 meats, I'll have as much veg
so you can fucking pile on?
Yeah, it'll be like this. Mashed potatoes, roast potatoes, there'll be stuffing, sausage meat stuffing, hundreds of pigs in blankets, Yorkshire puddings. Right, because Christmas dinner for me, the whole thing about, I remember growing up Christmas and going round to my grandma's and all the family being there, and opening presents, but there'd just be loads and loads of food, and you won't be able to open us presents until after dinner. So we'd be like, "Oh, when's dinner?" It'd be like 1 o'clock. It was some kind of thing.
That's annoying.
Not now. My kids, they can get up and open them.
Yeah.
But then all day, you'd have your Christmas dinner, and then in the evening, you'd then be grazing on the meat with a bit of cheese, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Boxing Day, it'd be cold meats, mashed potatoes and pickles. You know, I've added a Christmas pie into that now because I'm a bit lazy, and I just throw all the leftovers into a dish, put pastry on top, bake it, Christmas pie
Happy
next
days,
day.
mate, yeah.
Yeah.
With all that meat?
Yes.
I can't believe you, I can't get over how much meat you have.
Yeah. I don't go silly and I'm not talking let's get a 3 kilo joint of each. You know, it'll just be like a kilo piece of each, you know, half a turkey crown. And there's enough there. But like all my family always say, "Danny, you've done too much." Because, I mean, that's, starters will be prawn cocktail.
I'm gonna have this.
As it, you know, old fashioned how it should be, prawn cocktail, or if you don't like that, bit of melon, sometimes a bit of tomato soup. All that for the dinner, but then desserts, I go a bit stupid with that as well, to be honest.
What do you do for dessert?
So we'll go trifle, a Christmas pudding, we'll have a cheesecake, we'll have a chocolate fudge cake, an apple pie and custard, and then I always say to my mum and Sophie's mum, bring a dessert. So we'll have 6 or 7 desserts to choose from.
Shit.
Then there'll be powder cream, whipped cream, your Bailey's cream, all that kind of custard.
All the creams.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Nice little bit of a kick there. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Spoiling us here.
Some
Look
house
at-
pickles, of some Curing Rebels paratha line, cured in cuttlefish ink, our beignets.
Wow.
So what are these, man?
So think kind of like cheesy, savoury donuts, and then we've just finished them all with Isle of Mull cheddar grated on top.
Nice, thank you.
Nice,
I can
salty,
smell
cheesy.
that cheese on there. That smells amazing. That
Does smell amazing, doesn't it?
Look at this,
There you go. So you've got warm pumpkin salad and a duck liver parfait.
Amazing.
Enjoy.
Thank
Wow,
you very
thank
much.
you.
Do you know what? It looks very Christmassy, doesn't it?
You've gone all out here.
We have, mate. Well, we thought
Yeah,
we'd
I've
spoil.
gone all
We
out
thought
here.
you've been through a lot recently. We
Yes.
thought we'd show you a nice time. Before we eat, though, let's just make this very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Fancy pulling a cracker?
Oh, let's go. We've got 2 to go.
we
so
have
hopefully
got
it's
2,
one
but
each.
I always lose.
He says that, look. And
I won. That
One
never
again.
happens.
The jokes fell out.
Happy Christmas.
Jokes on you there.
Oh, is it right? The joke's literally on me. That was good.
Yes.
What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bike and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle? Oh, this is nice. I'll say it again just in case it was
Probably
one
me,
delivery.
to be honest.
Attire.
Oh, attire. Attire.
Attire.
I'll stick on the crown.
I'm not really a Christmas jumper kind of guy,
No?
and I'm not really a fancy dress sort of guy either. Like I don't.
Well, that puts us at the different end of the scale.
Do you love fancy dress?
Well, we've not seen me dressing up. You know, before I did Rate My Ticket, it was like sort of my start into social media, if you like, working in the butchers and doing funny videos to get people to buy meat through COVID. So I dressed up as a woman. We created a character called Florence. Stockings, dress, pearl necklace, wig, lippy on, And yeah, she was a regular down there.
I'm sure you look great, but I'm so glad you came as you are today.
Yes. Yes. So what have you just tucked into here?
These is like cheese. They're like savoury donuts, but covered in cheese. They're really good.
Ooh. Well.
Right, mate, you make a mess.
Oh, it disappeared on me, that.
It's good though, isn't it?
That's nice. I'm a bit into that and it just sort of evaporated a little bit. But then the cheese is there. Beautiful.
So we're talking about your dressing up for Christmas.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Christmas songs. You've had, and I love this about you, you've had 4 Christmas songs released.
All got in the charts.
They got in the charts?
Yeah, in the download charts, they all got in, it hit the top 40. The first one got to number 6.
Top 4, you've had a top 10 hit?
I have. Yeah, it sneaked in. So the first one, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sat there and I'm going, oh look, I'm just below Mariah Carey. Oh look, I'm on top of Mariah Carey.
Don't say that.
Something I thought I'd never say in my life and never see. But that's what it was. We were like this. And the funny thing is the album cover for it, we actually sort of tweaked a little bit. So like, you know, the famous one where she's in the pout and she's got the little red dress on with a little scene behind. It's me in my Christmas suit doing the pout with a little scene behind. So it was quite funny seeing them both side by side. And then second one I did was more of a football theme because it was when England were playing World Cup.
Right, yeah,
and the song was fantastic, I thought, but the problem was England let me down because they got knocked out too early. So the song dive bombed. And then I've done one about if Santa's from up north. I bet he loves a Yorkshire pudding, so I better leave one out on the shelf. So, to be honest, it's just a bit of fun. And how it come about was just the most weirdest thing ever. So I'd been invited by Google to go down to London to be in an advert for potential advertisers for YouTube.
Nice.
And they had Annie Mac as the compare.
Nice.
So at the end of it, Annie comes up to me and she says, Danny, she says, before you go, she says, would you just mind hanging around for 5 minutes because my husband's a massive fan, he's from Sheffield, he wants to have a chat with you.
Lovely.
So I said, yeah. So then one of the lads phones me up. He says, how did it go? How'd you get on? I says, well, I'm just waiting for this Tiddly P. And he says, Tiddly P? I says, yeah. He says, do you mean Toddler T? I says, yeah, that's the guy. So he's going nuts because he knows who he is and he's into all his music like that. And
he's a big DJ, Toddler T.
Yeah.
Huge.
And obviously he's a massive music producer. He's worked with Stormzy and plays people like he's got, you know, platinum albums and all sorts. And I'm like, Tiddly P, didn't have a clue who he was. So anyway, I had a good chat with him and I says to him, do you and Annie fancy coming on Rate My Takeaway as our first ever guest? So he's like, yeah, let's do it. So a few weeks later, there I am, back down to London. I've got 3 chairs, table.
On the train?
Yeah. And pulls up. Anyway, we gets it all set up. And I said to him, just as a joke, I says, obviously finding out a little bit more about him and who he was, I says, do you know what? I says, me and you, we should do a charity Christmas song. And he went, oh yeah, it'd be a right laugh. Within an hour of leaving him, he phoned me up, he says, right, I've got a producer, songwriter. He says, when can you come back down?
Jesus.
So I'm like, what have I done here? I can't sing. What have I done? So I goes down to his studio and it was the most amazing thing I've ever been involved in because we walked in, there was a guy called Adrian on piano, a woman called Gingin. She just jumped off of a plane with Jess Glynn or something like that. Wow. And T's on keyboard and as well and mixing up. And they're like, right, what do you want it to be about? And I went, well, obviously Santa.
Obviously.
And then I went, I wonder what he'd like for a takeaway.
Santa's takeaway,
there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. So then we started coming along with, like she put a verse together and then I started chucking in like pork pie and peas and all this. It just didn't make sense, but it made sense. And off we went with it. And it was just brilliant. Fantastic. And I got people involved and with the guy that filmed it. I says, look, we're doing this and we're donating all the proceeds to charity and all that. And it was just such a fun thing to do.
And it got in the top 10?
Yeah. Mate.
I'm sorry that I seem so shocked, but I'm shocked.
Mate, I'll tell you something. I'm like, this is it. MTV Cribs. Yeah, But yeah, that didn't pan out. I must say, this, oh, that is amazing.
It's really good, isn't it?
I just like sneaked a bit in then. Oh, so what's this pumpkin?
This is warm pumpkin salad.
I'm sorry, but I just dipped in with fingers. It's like takeaway to me, this.
Mate.
It's like kebabs.
This is your Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
We're treating you, so I want you to feel as comfortable as you can. Before we move on with the Christmas songs,
Yeah.
there's one of them, I think it's the Santa's Takeaway, where it starts with you doing your best noddy holder.
Yeah.
It's great. Could you just recreate that for us now? Because it is Christmas, it's Christmas Day.
What, that bit there?
That's your camera, Danny. I want you to give your best, maybe swallow that meat first.
Get rid of that pumpkin.
Get rid of that pumpkin.
Which is very nice, I must say, for a pumpkin. That's the best pumpkin I've ever had. They're usually carved out, chucked in garden and gone. I'll eat that.
Carved out.
Definitely coming back to this place. Banging. Right, are you ready?
You bet this is the best.
It's Christmas! And we're back on the road again. There you go. Still got it.
He has still got it. He's definitely still got it.
And that's it, they're just a bit of fun. I mean, I remember I think it was the third one. And we're doing it for the Leeds Hospital charity.
Good man.
So the next thing I get a message, do you fancy abseiling? And I thought, do you know what, this is something I've never done. I thought, yeah, what the heck, I'll give it a go. And we're off for the Motor building in Leeds. And we're talking, you know, about this time, first week of December. Bit cold. So off I goes with daft Christmas suit on. I'm at the top of this building, all strapped on. Coming off the edge, I was fine. And I took 3 steps and then I realised maybe I shouldn't have had my takeaway boots that have got no grip. On a December day, coming down like a plastic sheeted wall. I slipped about 3 floors.
No, shit yourself.
Rope burn on my hands, right? When I got to the bottom, you can hear me screaming, I'm going, oh! I got to the bottom and they're like, as I'm coming down, the blokes tap my shoulders like, right, put your feet down, put your feet down, put your feet. And my backside's on the floor. I'm laid on my back. I am shaking like this. They had to run to the bar and get me cans of Coke to get some sugar in me because I was just absolutely petrified.
Somebody get me my cans of Coke.
Yeah, honestly thought I was going to die because I'm thinking, look, I'm a fat bloke flying outside of a building. But the thing is, and we've got it on video, our last got it, and it was the most funniest thing because as I'm coming down, just before I got, because they did it between, obviously there were windows this side, windows that side, and then you've got a big bit there. Yeah. But as I'm coming down, somebody's, and I'm like, oh my God, oh! Some bloke's just slammed his window shut, as if to say, shut up, idiot. And it just looked comedy gold.
I bet.
It really did. But even more comedy when I'm on the floor, absolutely bricking it. Have you tried some of this yet?
Yeah, I've tried some of that, Danny, yeah.
This
Got
is
some more food for you.
Great, bring it.
Some room.
Yeah, bring it in.
Danny's a happy man.
Good. So with your sea bream, Jerusalem artichoke, some artichoke crisps, and finish with the macadamia nut sauce as well.
Oh, now we're talking.
Pigs in blankets.
You can have the fish.
Now it's Christmas.
Eh? Yes,
Some new
my
potatoes with onion
There we go.
sauce.
Stick that.
There's plenty of room
And here you
here.
go. Here's your Littlewoods ex-dairy sirloin with Maltese anchovy butter.
Amazing.
Wow.
This is now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Happy Christmas,
dinner.
Danny.
Because
Happy
you can try
Christmas.
some of this though, mate. I won't let you dig into it.
I'll have a little bit. I'm
does
happy
look
with the
good.
fish, though, if I'm honest.
No, let's share. Sharing's caring, isn't it?
It is. Straight for the pigs and blankets.
Going for it. I like a bit of a sniff, me. So even when I'm in a restaurant.
I've been in a restaurant.
Yeah, just a few. People say, why do you sniff your food? I don't know. I think I don't know if it's because of the reviewing or whatever. But now I do it at home. I don't know if that's because of Sophie's cooking. I'm scared of her burning it or what. But
Just have a good sniff first.
yeah, it smells amazing.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Get the sense. Oh, eh. All right. This could be a problem.
What could be the problem, Danny?
This guy might have to come cook my Christmas dinner for me instead. They are beautiful.
Who doesn't love a pig and blanket? It's one of my essential, not just, we have them all year round.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have them for Christmas. But pigs in blanket and cauliflower cheese.
Oh yeah.
And my two, I love a cauliflower cheese.
I do broccoli cheese as well, that's nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, I first had it at one of the more upmarket supermarkets, should we say. Saw it in there. So I bought it to try it. liked it and thought, right, that's it, I'm not paying that price, I'll make my own. So that's what I do, so just lightly steam off the broccoli first a little bit, and then bang a bit of cheese on, bang it in the oven.
Ooh. This is the Christmas gift you didn't realise you're getting. Cooking tips from Danny. While we get stuck into our mains, rate my takeaway, which is how everybody knows you, how everyone got to know you.
Yeah.
How did that all come about? Because I've heard a couple of stories. One of them was that the first video you did was in reaction to the panic buying of toilet roll during COVID. Was that a big thing for you?
So basically, well, that was the sort of start of my social media journey, if you like.
Right.
I'd actually been to Costco to get water, and I got there, and all I remember is this poor lad, he must have been 16, 17 years old. He was about 2 stone wet through, bless him. And he's trying to bring out a pallet of bog rolls, right? And I've never seen out like it in my life. People just swarm this poor kid, and he's trying to say, no, I've got to take, and they were just pulling him. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I got in, and as I got in, young'un's recording, dancing. So camera comes round to me, and I'm like, I've just been down there, don't they be telling people we've got 10,000 bog rolls and 18,000 sanitisers in here because they'll kick the bloody doors off. And I said a bit more, but we clipped that bit out and put it on Facebook. And I remember I went out the next day and my phone's just like ding, ding, ding. And I mean, I'm not being funny, I mean, I'm 46 years old. I didn't know much about Facebook, you know.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I was still getting my head around all this poking business. I'm thinking, what's all that about? Somebody's just poked me, and I'm like, no, they haven't. It just went nuts. And then that were on the Sunday, on the Monday, I've got Lad Bible on phone going, can we use this video? So I'm like, didn't have a clue, and I'm like, well, yeah, do what you want with it, pal. Now I know they should have given me a few £100, and they didn't. But I think it got 8 million views.
What?
Yeah, because obviously at the time, it were, you know, people sometimes say that when I go off on a bit of a rant, it's a bit like a Peter Kay sketch because of my voice. And at that time, obviously that's what was going on, so people loved it. So then I started I was like watching news in the morning, and then I remember another one that I did, it was McDonald's.
Right.
And people were queuing for McDonald's to get it drive-through because it had been shut for a while because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then, so I did this skit where I says, there's all you on here on this Facebook moaning about people at queue at McDonald's. It's you fat knackers, you're all at queue taking photos, then moaning about it. You know, I put that on, and again, that went nuts. So then I was delivering meat in a local shop, because I soon realised that if I wasn't doing the catering side and providing meat for the restaurants, then the warehouses weren't providing meat to the small shops that were still open.
Good man, yeah.
And it was barbecue season. So I went to all these little independent news agents and what have you that have got fridges and says, right, well, I can drop these £15 barbecue packs off. People are coming down here to get a few beers and they're all in the garden having a good time. They'll buy all these. You'll make £3 a pack, and then I'll come restock them when you're done.
Hustler.
Yeah, and I went out all day doing that. And I met this guy in there and he says, look, I do a little bit on social media. I've got a couple of social media pages. I'd love to have a chat. Didn't think much of it. Give him a call, met up with him, had a chat, and it turns out that they had Rate My Plate with a picture content on, and then also...
I remember Rate My Plate, and it was basically people just sending in pictures
of food. So you'd send this in and they'd go, hey, oh, what's that?
And inevitably it just gets slagged off.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah. Somebody would be saying it's still mowing, somebody else would be saying there's a turd on there. They also had Rate My Takeaway, which was the same thing, pictures of the takeaways, and people would say, oh, that's a curly kebab and all this.
And it was just pictures at this stage?
Just pictures, yeah. So he said to me, he says, we want somebody to do video content and we think you'll be great. Are you up for it? So I said, what do I have to do with it? He says, well, get some food, eat it, we'll film you, tell us what it's like, and that's it. And I'm thinking, happy days.
Yep.
So off we went, and we did that for 8 months. And I'm doing it in and out of my full-time job.
Oh, wow, you're still working?
Yeah, I'm still working. It's my car we're using, my fuel we're using, and, you know, most of the time I was paying for takeaways myself. Later on, I'd had a bit of time off, because mates had passed away. A bit of a limbo, we started to put things on YouTube and it went viral. And it's when I did Grandma's Kitchen in Bolton.
Yeah.
Little old lady, I'm sat outside her house,
yeah,
Cobble Street. Right?
I remember.
The thing you don't see on there, which it would have been brilliant to get it on camera, because obviously the camera's there, I'm sat at the table like this. Her window's here, Cobble Street, bit of an hill. And as I looks up like this, there's an house at the top of the street, and I'm not kidding you, woman opens curtains. Whoa! Shuts them again. Because she didn't have much on.
What?
She's not expecting some fat blokes out there eating a full English. Looking up at her, sausage in hand.
Yeah, nearly had way more than... I hope you didn't have your sausage in hand, Danny. That's...
It would have crumbled and it was nice. So yes, it went from there, and it just went nuts.
And what did you get up to in terms of viewers and followers?
So subscribers on YouTube, as it finished, were like 785,000. Obviously, you know, TikTok is a different kind of thing. Instagram's a different kind of thing, and many people come up and go, "Oh, how many followers you got?" And I'll go, "Oh, well, I've got, 700,000." And they'll go, "Oh, well, my mate's got 3 million on TikTok," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's great."
Yeah,
but if you equivalent monetary value for what you're going to get paid, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube is like having 1 million on TikTok.
Absolutely.
And I've got 700,000.
And did you start doing all right? Start earning money off it?
Yeah. So I give up my job because what I was earning on Rate My Takeaway was like that first wage I got was probably about 6 months that I would have earned on the butchers.
Living the dream, like all of a sudden, living the dream.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's not as easy as what people think it is, because a lot of people just see you sat down eating food and think that's it.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, but obviously for me, because especially in and around Leeds, because I went so big so fast, it got to a point where I couldn't go anywhere without people stopping me for photos, chatting.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that, and I'm so grateful. And that's a question I got asked a lot, because a lot of other content creators used to say, "Why are you letting people stop you eating your food? Why are you?" As you can see, I just like chatting.
I've noticed, yeah.
But I've always had this thing of, I don't think of them as subscribers. I try to look at them as eyes, and then I know the people. And those eyes are watching me every night for half an hour. That's what's putting the money in the bank for me to feed the family.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to stop me for a couple of minutes for a photo or a chat, then I'm all right with that.
The least you can do.
Because they're spending half an hour in an evening watching me.
When it started blowing up,
yeah,
and you're at your absolute pomp, like at the top, or was there a moment when you sort of took a step back and went, actually, do you know what? Wow, look what we're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first person who asked me for a photo. I was with my kids in White Rose, and it was a couple of young students, and that blew me mind, because I'm thinking, look, I'm just some fat bloke eating kebabs. You're wasting your time here.
But nice that it was in front of your kids as well.
Yeah.
Did they buzz off
well,
that?
Well, my daughter took the picture, and she was giggling.
Sweet.
And then my son's like, "You are a YouTuber." I mean, he was 10 at the time. He's like, "I can't believe it," And I'm like, "Neither can I, lad." But I think one of the most memorable moments for me like that was when, because we did an American tour in 2022.
Hang on, I didn't know this. You did an American tour?
Yeah.
Why am I doing an American tour?
So, well, this is how it happened. This is what you need to do.
All right.
I'm going through my hometown of Barnsley, right, and we're recording for the intro for the video, and we're going past the football ground, and I just happened to say, these guys need to pull their socks up, else they're going to be getting me in that dressing room, and I'll be kicking off. Next thing, I get a phone call, Barnsley Football Club, one of our main sponsors wants to speak to you. And I'm thinking,
oh, here we go. What have I done now?
Oh, no. I went, all right, got his number, phones him up. They says he's in LA. I'm like, oh no. So phones the number, answers it. "Now then, cock, how's that doing?" I'm like, what? "My name's Phil." He says, "I'm from Barnsley, I've lived in LA for 20 years. He says, "I own Parliament, who sponsor the club. And it's a special effects company in LA. And he said, I absolutely love watching your videos." He says, "I put it on because it gives me a taste at home." He said, "I couldn't agree with you more about this team. They need to kick up the backside." And we were talking. And I had a good hour on phone about Barnsley and different things. And then he says to me, he says, "If there's aught I can ever help you with, let me know." Now, I'm one for taking opportunities, mate.
You've got to.
So I went, "Well, do you know what, mate?" I says, "We are looking at doing an American tour. We're looking for a sponsor." Yeah. So he says, well, how much we talking? So I plucked a number out. I thought, how much is it to go to America these days? So I went, 15 grand. And he went, yeah, right, sort it. Send me the details, we'll get it sorted. So I thought, right, so straight down to Virgin in White Rose. Right, hook us up with all of that. So we got, I think it cost us about 13.5 grand in the end. And we went to New York for 5 days, then to LA for 5 days so we could spend a day with him. And then from there to Vegas for 6 days.
Jesus Christ.
3 of us, 3 separate rooms. And then I said to Virgin, I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. Because don't forget, I'm at top at this point, it's top of my game. So everybody's wanting a slice of the pie. And we were very cagey in what we did. We didn't want to give too much away, you see.
Of course, yeah.
So I said, I'll tell you what, we want to do a video announcing that we're going on this American tour. We'll film me having a chat with you and telling cameraman, none of your business, blah, 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 and all this.
Yep.
And I says, and then if you want to put me in first class, you can. So they did. And they put me in first class up way there, and other 2 lads had to sit in coach. So I was there at first class, bed out, champagne,
happy
stayed
days,
like this,
yeah.
there it back with, you know, Capri Sun and reheated lasagna. But we got to LA. I said to Phil, where should we meet you? And he says, meet me at Santa Monica Pier. So we got to Santa Monica Pier, and I'm walking up, and as I'm walking up with table and chair, because as you know, people identify me with that. That's the identifying marker with me. And as I'm walking up, there's this young Chinese bloke comes up at the side of me, and he just happened to glance like that, and he froze, and he was in total shock, and he started to get hysterical then, and he's like, I've been here for a couple of hours. I've flown from China, and I've downloaded 20 of your videos, and I've watched them on the way here. And he's thought, I'm going to go straight to Santa Monica Pier before I get my head down for a bit. And then as he's got there, I'm there with table and chair. So his head's gone. This poor guy's thinking, am I still on plane? Have I fallen asleep listening to him? Right? But I'm there.
Still on plane.
My jaws hit the floor because I'm thinking...
International.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is just unreal. But, you know, out of it comes the good things that you can do. So, like getting involved with local charities, and we sponsored a men's mental health football team. We had them in the football video. We used them as the team. Instead of using a well-known team, we got them in. And it was funny because I come running out with them. I look like an overgrown sausage in a top. I look like one of these,
like a pig in a blanket.
And on the video you see me go to kick ball, I slip and nearly break my neck.
Jesus.
And yeah, you know, like a young lass that wanted to do motocross, right, we'll sponsor her. So we'll try to do things that were out in the ordinary.
Like any journey, it's a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yes.
There's highs, there's lows,
yeah.
And without trying to drag down our Christmas dinner,
yeah.
Last couple of years, it's been pretty rough for you, man.
Yeah, so it'll be, in February, it'll be 2 years since I had a stroke. So, because I had a stroke, and then about a week and a half later, I had another one. So I was in hospital, I come out, and then I did a stupid thing. I'd booked in 2 meet and greets.
Oh, you did?
And I didn't want to let the fans down, they were already booked.
Danny.
There were like 500 people, and I didn't want to let them down, so I said, you know what, we'll just pull the van up, and I'll just sit in the van all day, and people can come in and I can have a chat with them.
In the van?
Yeah. So we pulled the van into the shopping centres. We had to get all the diesel out, health and safety.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise the impact that the stroke had on me and my brain, because it's effectively brain damage. And what had happened was I'd had a blood clot at the back here, and that's what caused the stroke. And I remember a little bit of the day. I went out to put some fluid in my car. I felt a bit uneasy, and the next thing I know, off I go to hospital.
When you say the next thing you know, like,
yeah.
Did it literally, like, you just passed out, you fainted, did you feel it building up? Like, how?
Because I remember going in, and like, I remember hearing Sophie say, are you all right?
Was this at home?
Yeah. And then the next thing, I'm sat on the sofa, and I'm sort of coming round, and she said that as I'd come in, all my face on my left had dropped. And then obviously they phoned the ambulance and what have you, went into hospital. But then like the second time, I'd put something in the microwave, and that's the last thing I remembered. And then I was on the sofa, and at the sofa my daughter had carried me in. I didn't want anybody to know, because automatically people would say it's food. But I was under a lot of stress at the time, and it was a lot of stress that caused the stroke.
Nothing to do with the food?
Nothing at all.
Nothing to do with all those takeaways?
Well, I'm not saying that, it could be. You know, there's nothing nailed down. But at the time as well, the pressure that I was under, you know, were causing my blood pressure to go through the roof and all sorts. A big incident had happened the day before, which involved me and the Rate My Takeaway lads, which you know, looking at it now and the therapy that I've had contributed to the amount of stress I was under. But I can't say it's that. But
this went on at the same time as you and your relationship with Rate My Takeaway was coming to an end.
From that sort of moment, it started to crumble, if you like.
And which a lot of people were shocked by the way, because I think a lot of people thought Rate My Takeaway was me. Just you.
Yeah.
And I mean, to a certain extent it was. You were the real talent behind it. But tell us a little bit about what the dynamic was behind Rate My Takeaway and then how it started to break down.
So obviously the cameraman filmed, the editor did the editing. I turned up and did the filming, and them two basically took care of everything else. I didn't have to do anything apart from really turn up and film.
Result.
And then do all the public appearances. And
all the nice stuff.
Yeah. But this is where the pressure come in, because everybody thought Rate My Takeaway with me. If there was any bad press about it, it's all on me. They were faceless and nameless in this, so nobody knew who they was. So it were all on me, good or bad.
Yeah.
It were all on me, which sometimes could be tough. I didn't have control over what content went on, where we went, what we did. I didn't have control of when comments got put on, I couldn't take them off. And this is the thing, in the early days, the Rate My Takeaway chat on YouTube was such a wonderful thing to be a part of.
That's nice.
Because the community on there was so good and supportive of me, my family, but also of each other, and just generally talking about food. And you'd have the odd troll come on as you do.
You get it.
But the goodness outweighed the bad. But towards the end, that did a complete 360, and it just got so negative, and people were coming on saying, I'm not even going to comment on this, I don't even want to come into this chat anymore because it's so toxic. Things said about my wife, because she's 10 years younger than me, she's mixed Malay, so it was like, oh, he's bought her from China, he's done this, you know.
Did you never got that?
Yeah. And then it's like when Sophie fell pregnant, it's like, yeah, it won't be his, it'll be cameraman's, or she'll be doing
Holy
this.
Shit, man.
And obviously my kids watch this. Then it started about my daughter when I did reviews with her, and they went in on her, and there were a lot of unsavoury.
How old's your daughter, Danny?
She was 15 at the time when all these comments come on, and men saying they'd like to do things and this, and I just didn't like it.
Of course you didn't.
That for me, because I didn't have, I understood, right, what they were trying to do in the point of, you film and we'll take care of this. Great. I understood that. But being what I was told, an equal partner within the business, I expected to have access to everything so that I could take the comments off if I didn't like it.
Of course, if
there's
horrible things about your underage daughter, then yes.
Yeah. And it caused her a lot of trauma in the end.
I bet it did, yeah.
And I'm not saying that I've been perfect in this, and I said this in my statement, right, because especially after the stroke, right, that changed me as a person. I struggled. I was going out filming, coming home and then shutting the door and not speaking to Sophie, not speaking to the kids. I'd put a smile on my face in front of the camera, but inside I was a broken man. I didn't know what to do, and I think what the hardest thing is it's the fatigue. I struggle with the fatigue. When it gets to a certain time, I know I can't film because I'll start slurring, and it was just learning about all this. It's what I had to do, and then I got into so much of a state. Sophie come in one day to the bedroom and she says, will you just sign this bit of paper for us? I'm like, what for? And she says, well, I'm trying to do my signature the same as yours because we're married now. So I thought, all right, fair enough. So I did it. About an hour later, the doctor's in bedroom doctor's here. And what she'd done is she'd wrote at the top of that signature, I, Danny Malin, give my wife permission to speak to the doctor on my behalf.
Wow.
I've signed it. She's gone to the doctor and said, he's talking about taking his own life, because that is how bad it had got for me.
You were talking about taking your own life?
Yeah, which I never thought I would do. And that's mentally, because I couldn't understand and I felt worthless, because my attitudes, I was tired, I was snapping. I just want to go out and do what I've got to do to put money in the bank to provide.
And at some stage, the only thing you could see to get through it would be to finish it.
I thought, I can't live like this. I cannot live like this. I've worked with people with mental health issues. I've helped people with mental health issues before. I never once thought that I would be as low as that. And the fact that I couldn't help myself, that got me...
Yeah, man.
That was even worse. The doctor said, I'm going to put you under a psychiatrist. You're going to go see her. And she's going to talk to you. So Sophie said to me, will you please just go, for me and the kids, will you go, and will you just sit and listen, and whatever they tell you to do, will you do it? Will you just give it a go for me, please? I thought, right, I will.
Good on you.
And I went.
You didn't turn up with your own table and chair, did you?
I should have done, because... but, you know what? It was the best thing I did.
Really?
And at one point in that first meeting, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I was doing. And she's gently talking to me, and I'm breathing in and out, telling me to breathe. Right, do this, do that. And after that 15 minutes, I opened my eyes. She went, take a deep breath. And I swear to God, it was as if somebody had pulled tons of bricks off my shoulders. So then, it got to like sort of February this year. And I decided it's about time. I just grabbed it by the balls, really, and took control of the situation myself. But the relationship between me and the two lads that Rate My Takeaway was still taking a dramatic downward spiral, because things didn't, in their eyes, didn't need to change. But for me, they needed to.
Yeah.
For my mental well-being.
But that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
And now that relationship's it's dead. It's gone.
Yeah,
finished.
That's gone.
No more Rate My Takeaway.
No, and it will never be again with them. And I know, like, you know, I'll be honest, I didn't want it to go the way that it did. I didn't want it to be as the public fallout that it was. I'd offered to do episodes. I'd offered to, you know, come to an agreement on how we would move the channel forward, be it with another presenter, sell it, or just let it fizzle out. But that never come to light. Unfortunately now, it's in legal proceedings, so that's as really much as I can.
Yeah, I know you can't talk much about it, yeah.
But then obviously making that decision to do that was one of the hardest things I've had to do, because it was looking at what the impact would be on my family and my life, financially as well.
Of course, it's your business, isn't it?
But it was a case of health or wealth. That's what I had to work out. So I made that decision. The support that I got was phenomenal within the first...
From viewers, from followers?
From followers, from other creators. And one of them being Gary, from Gary Eats.
This is who you're working with now?
Yeah.
This is the new project?
Yeah.
Oh, he's here.
Chef, that was fantastic. Those sausages, I mean, I don't know if I can say this, but it's like sausage crack or something like that. They're addictive.
You can say that. Oh, dessert menu.
There you go, just at the bottom here.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend the rice pudding. So rice pudding, a little bit of plum at the bottom, and then we just caramelise it like a creme brulee on top.
Yeah, you've done me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I knew you were going to be a rice pudding kind of guy. You look like a rice pudding.
So one of my favourite desserts is like apple pie and custard.
Oh,
you know,
it's a classic.
old school jam roly-poly, that kind of thing.
I want to bring out so while you were at the absolute height of your Rate My Takeaway popularity, not what you're now, that's when we first met, and we were both working on a Channel 4 show, daytime TV, called Stess Pat Lunch.
Yep.
And I always thought you were great on that. And I think the first time we bonded was when we both got to meet Sooty and Sweep.
Oh, that was amazing. That was one of the best days of my life.
Wasn't it?
Because
and it was the proper Sooty and Sweep as well.
I know, but at some point I'm thinking, is he the guy? Because I mean, you've got that look about you, the guy that used to have the sooty and sweep. That's what I thought at first.
You thought I was Matthew Corbett?
Yes. First glance, I thought, hey, oh. But no, I mean, it's funny, isn't it, when you know you're on that TV set and then you know somebody brings in a couple of puppets, but it starts to stir up the emotions of when you were younger, watching this thing, and it's like, you know, I'm looking around for grot bags, emu. I'm thinking this is going to be a cracking day if this is going to be the show.
See, on that programme, so we used to get meet people like Denise Van Outen, like loads of like super famous people, but it was Sooty and Sweep.
Sooty and Sweep.
That we went mad for.
Yeah, Sooty and Sweep.
In fact, and can we put this on? Can we flash this up? I've got a good picture of you, because you asked me to take a photo of you, and I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And we'll put, you look so happy.
I'm telling you.
You look so happy.
Do you know what I mean? Apart from bringing on Thundercats, that was just me. That was my childhood, my childhood thing. Well, that mate, I'm on cloud 9.
Here you go, guys.
Oh wow, cloud 9. That was well timed, Danny. It looks like you do this for a living.
And your affogato.
Yes.
Cool. Enjoy.
Now, I will say, Chef, the portion sizes have been absolutely fantastic. When it comes to the rice pudding, mate, this should be in a massive bowl. This.
You'll have to order another one.
So be it. Thanks, man.
Right,
stop kicking off with all the staff, Danny.
Mate, constructive criticism.
Never did anyone any harm, did it? Good.
Oh,
yeah?
Definitely order 3 more of these.
Has there ever been a time when it's just been so bad? Like, and I'm looking for dirt, basically. I want some dirt stories.
Right, so
always got one.
a woman in Wakefield who were absolutely steaming, plastered. She was gone, and I got like a curry tray, all different, and she's just going into everything. And in the end, I'm going, oh, come on, Christine, stop it, love. Oh, come on, because it was a bit of a joke at first, but then she was like, whoa, this is the dirt, right? And I don't think I've ever said this before, so I'll dish it for you. You've got the exclusive.
Dish it, baby.
So we put it out, and obviously it got a lot of fun comments, and then people, unfortunately, dissing her.
Of course.
But we've all been there, we've all had a good time, we've all grabbed somebody else's kebabs or chips or whatever, you know. So she messages me, and she says, on Facebook, I got this message, she says, it's me, Christine. I'm so sorry, I apologise. I don't usually act like that. I've been out since 12 o'clock. I needed a good time. I had an absolute skinful. So I'm like, look, love, you know, we've all been there. You know, I'm sorry about a bit of abuse you're getting. And again, I couldn't take this off, remember? I says, but you know, I forgive you. About 2 hours later, she messages me again. Can you take this down? No, I can't. I says, you know, we're talking 300,000 views, love, here in a day. No, I cannot. Well, if you don't, my boss ain't going to be happy. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but he ain't my boss.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is what I do. It went out in public. You knew me. I asked you, do you know what I'm doing? You knew what I was doing. And she's like, right, well, we're just going to have to see what happens. So I thought, oh, who is this woman?
Yeah.
Straight on, obviously, she's messaging me through Facebook, so off her personal profile. So hit photos.
Little gander, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Deputy Mayoress.
What?
Yeah. Deputy Mayoress of Wakefield. Now I cannot get a parking ticket, right, revoked at all. I swear to God. I get them outside my own house when I've got my residence permit. I'm in the middle of fighting one right now. And I'm sure it's something to do with this. Right? It's not my fault. She'd had a few too many. Took chain off and decided to go later around town. So yeah, so Christine, if you're watching this, I forgive you, I love you, and do you know what, we'll go for the curry soon.
There you go, that's a nice positive
there you
message.
go.
But somebody let him off one of his parking fines. Right, as it's Christmas, and as this goes out, it is Christmas Day, we've got you a little...
oh wow!
We've got you a little something.
I thought I'd be coming today and you'd be taking me somewhere for a kebab or something like that, or I'll be having some kind of...
no.
Chicken gyros. We've had a nice posh meal.
You're worth it, Danny.
And this box, this is going to be recycled with my wife's present in. I ain't going to lie to you. Look at that. Right, here we go. Drum roll. Boom, boom. Oh, it's tissue paper. Look at that.
That's all you got, mate?
Yes, get in.
Go and have a nice wipe.
Go and have a nice wipe. Oh, look at this.
Do you know what it is?
Is that pyjamas? Blanket?
You're going to be disappointed because it's not as good as pyjamas or a blanket.
What is it?
It's a tablecloth.
A tablecloth. Oh, that is amazing.
Because thank you for saying that. Dan,
Yeah, no, I said, honestly.
Your acting skills are really coming out now.
No, I'm telling you now, right? I will send you a picture on Christmas Day. This will be on my table on Christmas Day as the tablecloth. Because as I said, I've downsized, so it'll also cover the sofa by the looks of it.
And we've got you one more thing as well. So we got you a baseball cap.
Right.
Because I'm a fan of a baseball cap. And I'm from Manchester's finest.
Right.
So on the front of that cap.
Yorkshire's, I like that.
Yorkshire's
right, we're
finest.
taking off the crown. There you go.
See how it looks.
Oh, yes.
I tell you what. Stick them on as well for a minute.
And I've got my bit of beard coming on as well.
It's coming on, the beard's coming on.
Oh, look at that. Let's get it out, Manchester, guys. Let's go.
Is that an impression of me?
I don't know. I can't do impressions. So I'm going to put the Christmas theme on this now to finish it for you. And what it was is, because obviously I like looking at TikTok and watching other things. And I love Christmas songs. I love Christmas. And I love Feliz Navidad. Love it.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, but have you heard what's going on TikTok now? Saying that the Scouse version.
Oh, yeah, but go on, yeah.
Yeah, please nab me dad. And now I can't get it out my head.
The please nab me dad.
Yeah, that's it. I can't get it out my head, and it's done me in. I'm like walking around Tasda, and they've got just the tune on, and I'm just humming away, going, please nab me dad.
It works perfectly, doesn't it? Danny, it's been a pleasure, this man.
Thank you very much.
I can't think of anyone better to have spent Christmas Day dinner with.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's been absolutely fantastic. The food in this place has been unreal, to be honest. I've really enjoyed it, and the company's been great. It's been nice to see you again, nice to catch up with you. Thank you.
Happy Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas,
Happy
my
Christmas.
friend. Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.